Hello and welcome to the CSR Journal. Today we have Mr. Ramesh Iyer from Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services Limited with us. Hello sir, thank you for talking to the CSR Journal. So would like to know what are the CSR activities that your organization has been involved in?
See, we have a large sum that we dedicate towards CSR, and with this new regulation of 2% of your 3 years average profit, so we have about 29-30 crores is what we actually dedicate per year towards the CSR initiative. And the larger theme on which we work are health, education, environment. And under health, if you have heard of a project called Lifeline Express, where actually a complete train is dedicated and goes into remote villages where we carry out thousands of surgeries through various doctors from the local area. We get the patients to the train and then there they get operated. It's a complete train bogie converted to an operating theatre. So that's one. We plant about 1 lakh tree every year across the country. So that's another initiative of ours. Through the corporate CSR initiative, we participate in the Nanni Khali program, and where we actually support a lot of this young girl child education. And of course, we carry out various donations, ambulances, campaigns across the country. We support various orphanages and individuals. The final one is we carry out financial literacy program in the rural India. Yeah, we feel that that's one of the important requirement of rural India, where we think the women needs to be educated, the children need to be educated, and we actually dedicate a lot of our resource, including people resource. And our belief, CSR is not just about donating some money or allocating some funds. It's also about participation by individuals, and therefore about 6,000 people of our company actively participate in these programs.
That's a very correct point that you just told about participation of individuals. I would like to know, from your experience, what is the difference, in a person or in an act when there is personal involvement to it?
We don't realize it, but when we start participating, my personal opinion though, while you get emotionally engaged, but also it energizes you phenomenally. You get the sense of feeling that you are ultimately contributing back to the society in some form. I'm not saying that we are doing enough, but I think even whatever little that one can do, it's also a self-realization of how well we are in life, and that brings you to the reality of life, and you feel energized and you think we must do more about it.
Do you think companies these days are missing on the sustainability angle in the bid to become good CSR spenders in terms of their numbers?
See, sustainability, again, one has to look at on a holistic basis. CSR, sustainability go hand in hand. And we as financial services are one who are listed in the Dow Jones report as one of the financial services, the only financial services company from here. So we as a company, as a group, we very strongly believe we need to contribute back. We need to save something for everyone else behind us. So I think you look at CSR, you look at sustainability, I think they go always hand in hand. I think we need to work in that tandem.
As an organization, what do you do to ensure that your profit levels match very well the sustainability part and ensuring responsible business?
So we do a lot of work in rural India. And one of the challenges that always we have is the power in those areas. So we have ensured that many of our branches do have solar connectivity. That's something that we try to do. With so much of technology interventions, one can really save a lot of paper. Eventually it goes to save trees. So all of these little things that we try to do, and then we kind of measure ourselves to say dedicated basis, are we putting our efforts to do that? We kind of have a lot of education program for our own employees. We believe through employees it reaches the family. So we have 20,000 people. If 20,000 people are trained and they go back and talk to their families, I think 20,000 families are actually understanding it. And then we have 4 million customers. That's our next drive. We say, how do we start educating or engaging with our customers, and therefore larger section of the audience start understanding it.
I would like to know, what is the employee engagement in the CSR activities of your firm?
So as I said earlier, about 5,000-6,000 people are engaged, and all our subsidiary companies, the rural housing company, the insurance distribution company, everyone in terms of number of people, they get engaged. We try and come out with special bulletins where people, are told about what are the various activities we carry out. We ask people to give a lot of inputs on what they do locally and then try and engage them. We do some incubation center where we get them in. We ask people, we run some awards for people on CSR. We have special days where CSR awards are given away. So we try and do many little things, and we allocate budget by branch, and we ask people to engage at the local community levels.
Do you think this kind of engagement from employees, does anything good in terms of bringing their leadership levels to a better, standard in their office work as well?
I would think so. As I said, it emotionally connects you. Therefore, there's a drive for you to come back to office the next day. And who does not like to share what they have done, and if it has made a meaningful contribution to the society? So I think it's another way of encouraging people, therefore, to come back to office more and more. And at personal level, how much can one do? How much funds can you allocate? But when you get this opportunity from an organization perspective, I think people feel very charged.
Going to the last one, if you have to tell me what is CSR to you, briefly, what will it be like?
I think CSR to me is to know the reality of what's happening out in the market and not stay within your own competence, capability and cocoon. And once you go out and see what's happening, it must energize you to contribute. I think that's what it does to me.
Thank you so much for giving us your time and talking to us. Thank you so much, sir.